his thoughts on that Black Stars squad, focusing on the 11 Ghana Premier League players, 5 from Midiama. They get a chunk of players coming from the Ghana Premier League. Thanks for joining us, Clinton. Just your brief thoughts on the 55-man squad presented to CAF by Chris Hughton, Black Stars manager.
Oh, all right. I don't think anyone should be excited because if you look at the list, there are lots of players there, and if you think they're going to call the 55, it's absurd. So we should just wait for that final list before we can get excited. I've seen some names, the Ghana Premier League names, some names that shouldn't be there in the first place. So I think no one should get excited. Let's wait for the final list to see which player will make the cut.
When you say some names that shouldn't be there, can you just specify? You follow the league a lot, and it seems that people are satisfied with the number that has been presented, but it doesn't look like you are satisfied with the content as in the individuals who are in the list.
Not necessarily. If you look at Nations FC, they're doing well. The Great Olympics players, some of them, Great Olympics are struggling. So I don't think any of the Great Olympics players will be going to the AFCON. They won't be in the final list. And then for Kotoko, I know I said on Twitter that Kotoko, Richmond Lamte should be considered. I didn't say it's a must that he should be picked for the AFCON. I didn't say they should pick him. I say he could be considered. And I don't expect him to be in the final squad, not because he's not good. It's just that they have more experienced players there. Unless there's a miracle, there's something they call a miracle or fever for a player, and someone gets injured and he eventually gets the spot. But I think the Great Olympics player, Nations FC players, I don't think they'll make the cut. If anyone should make the cut, I think Jonathan Soa, Fatawo Hamidou, and one player from Dreams FC, I think John Entry, because of his experience and his performance in the CAF Confederation Cup.
Speaking of the CAF Confederation Cup, a player that has basically stolen the headlines for over here in Ghana is Abdulaziz, the youngster. He scored a brilliant goal today. Surprisingly, he is not part of that list to the AFCON. Do you think it's fair considering his age, or if you are going strictly in terms of merit, do you think he should have been there?
Yes, he should have been there because he's a player that can pop up any time and produce a moment of magic. To watch the first game, the game they played against Academica de Lobito, in the first leg, he just popped up and just scored from. No one expected him to score. He just played the ball and scored. So I think those are the kind of players. If you at all you want to get young players into the team, I think player like Abdul Aziz should be in the team. I would be very, very surprised if that player is still a Dreams FC player next season, because I'm sure a lot of top clubs will be inquiring for him. He should be in the squad, in that 50-man squad. Yes, he should be there.
You follow, you've witnessed today's game between Young Africans and Midiama, and then the Dreams FC game also. Let's start off from the one that didn't really end well for us in Midiama. They were second best on the day, but they had some good moments too, especially that penalty miss. At that point, it was still 1-0 against them. Had Jonathan Soa scored, it would have been 1-1. But sum up their performance for those who didn't watch the game. What sort of performance was it for them?
Well, I think Yanga played very well from the beginning. The Young Africans played well from the beginning. After they got the goal, they had another chance to score, which they couldn't take. And I think the Jonathan Soa penalty that he missed should have been a turning point, because if they had gotten that, Young Africans would come out, so they'll be very angry. They want to get the goal to put them in front. And Midiama, they're very good at counter-attack. They could have used the opportunity to counter Young Africans. But I think after Jonathan Soa missed that penalty, it demoralized the team. You can see the reaction from his teammates when he missed the penalty. They all put their face on the floor from the bench. And I think it affected the morale. That is why they couldn't even score a single goal in this game. I think the penalty demoralized the entire team.
Thank you so much for your time, Clinton Leto, sports journalist and analyst. Also, let's still stick with the Black Stars and the president of the Ghana Football